What's quackalacking, guys? ImADuckQuackk here, and welcome back to another investment video on the channel. Now, if you guys are enjoying these mini short investment videos, you're finding them all useful and everything else, if you could drop a follow, a subscribe on YouTube, a like on the video, follow me on Twitter, join our Discord, all of that. It's absolutely massive and helps so much. So we're going to start off with a slightly different way of looking at things here, and it's all on this monitor. So if I'm looking to the side, then that's why. It's not because I'm just ignoring the camera. So, as you guys probably can remember, the weekend just gone, we had an event, a real-life FIFA event, where there was a tournament that took place in Paris. Of course it was Paris. So there were SBCs released on FIFA around this, and we needed certain players to complete this. Now, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I would go about thinking and working out a possible investment for the future as well. So, we knew that there was events in the past. We knew that there was one at Paris last week, but maybe we couldn't quite remember what there was before, and we were wondering what requirements could pop up again. So what we could do is jump onto SBCs under Footbin. We can just go to Expired, and then under Expired is all the expired SBCs. So then what we did is we started looking back. So the first event was Barcelona, and that had 3 different parts that were released. The first one needed Spanish players. The second one needed La Liga players, and the third one was just a random mix. So Barcelona is in Spain, and Spain is where La Liga is. So needing La Liga players and Spanish players, it makes a lot of sense. We then moved on to Manchester for the next 3, and they used similar logic. So we had one SBC where we needed English players for it, but on top of that, we needed one SBC where we needed a Manchester United player, and then one SBC where we needed a Manchester City player. So they took things a step further here and actually used the club where it was based as well as the nationality for the SBCs. Now, if we jump back just about a week ago to when it was Paris time, we saw the first SBC just needed Ligue 1 players, which is obviously the French league, and the second one needed French players. So we've worked out that, as a whole, nationality is usually a safe bet, but on top of that, there is a chance that the league is included, and even possibly the team where it is based. Now, you might be thinking, well, the next one is, I have no idea, I didn't even know there was another one. Or I've heard things talking about it, but I'm not sure where it is. So you could just use Google. This isn't advanced, it isn't hard to work out investments. That's what I wanted to show you every step of the way. So we can see here that it's called the FIFA Global Series. So we'll jump onto Google, we'll type in FIFA Global Series, and then that'll give us a search result. That gives us a website, obviously, that will pop up. So this will be an EA Sports website, and it'll have information about upcoming events. So we can see here, we've got the FIFA 18 Global Series, and if we just go on to FIFA Global Series Home, maybe? About, let's go on to the home. That's probably the right one, right? Qualification methods. Let's see if we can find out. So somewhere on here, it's more than likely going to have all the information we need. And for some reason, I cannot seem to think of where exactly it is. I can't find where it is. It should be easier than this. Okay, here we go. It was on home. It just wasn't loading before. So under Global Series Home, we've got next stop Amsterdam. So we know that the next event is in Amsterdam, and it's taking place between the 28th and 30th of May and the June the 1st to the 3rd. Now, we've got Amsterdam. So even if you really don't know geography and you're thinking, okay, so where is Amsterdam? We can just Google it. Where is Amsterdam? Amsterdam is in the Netherlands. So there we go. First requirement. First possible requirement. Dutch gold players. We could pick up Netherlands players, Holland players, however we want to call them. Not Dutch, sorry. Netherlands players, gold rating around 76 upwards is absolutely fine. We're not going to see a massive 84 rated SBC or anything like that. So we just want to be looking for Netherlands players. Second up, we want to be thinking about, okay, so we've got Amsterdam. What teams are from Amsterdam? Let's take this that one step further. We obviously know that it's in Holland, so we could put what clubs play in Amsterdam. Then, what that gives us is a list. So it gives us a Amsterdam derby. There, we want to find, let's put what football teams. What football teams play in Amsterdam? Let's see if we can find it. There we go. Category: football clubs in Amsterdam. And if we have a look down here, you can see that there's quite a lot of clubs that feature, but hardly any of them are known, let alone on FIFA. The only one that really jumps out is Ajax. And we know that Ajax is on FIFA. And we also know, because of this, that the league in Holland is the Eredivisie. So now we know the 3 things we want to think about. The Eredivisie, Holland players, and we want to be thinking about Ajax players. Now that covers every requirement that we've seen so far, and if we put them all together, what we get at the moment is these kind of investments. So what I've done is I've just gone big on Ajax players, so ignore the majority of this. But these are the kind of guys you want to be going for. Dutch, Eredivisie, Holland. Ticks all 3 boxes. Ideally not goalkeepers. Look more for like fullbacks, centre-backs, centre-mids. That kind of area is a lot better because there's it's harder to get players in those positions that tick those boxes. And if you guys want to see roughly how much I've been spending, you could spend roughly on bids about 450 up to 600. I would advise trying to keep it to 450, 500 to minimize any kind of risk, but it just goes to show you what I have been spending. If you end up spending more than this, if you get players that I haven't mentioned, if anything like that goes on and you lose coins, then you know why. If you do buy these players and then they end up dropping and going for less than you paid for them, again, it's not my fault. I've given you the whole logic, the whole explanation as to why this could work, how it could work, and how to look up in the future and find your own investments based around simple repeat patterns and events. And I know that for parts of this video I waffled horribly and stuttered on my words and stuff, but you guys get the gist of it. Anyway guys, going to wrap things up there. If you are enjoying these, just please make sure you hit that like, subscribe if you're new, all of that jazz. But for now guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.